Hello, my dear student friends. In our previous session, we have discussed a few important basic terms of accounting. There are also other basic terms which are frequently used in accounting. Some of them have been explained in this video briefly. So, the major word which we frequently use in accounting is expenses. Expenses are the amounts spent on purchasing, manufacturing, and selling of goods and services. For example, rent, postage, etc. So there are three important words to express the meaning of payment of cash: expenses, losses, and expenditure. All the three words are similar, but there is a slight demarcation in the meaning. Expenses, it means the amount which we spend on purchase or the manufacturing of the goods and for the rendering of the services. So all those things are termed as expenses. Suppose if you pay some salary to the employee, then it is an expense. If you pay the rent to the building, then it is an expense. If you pay postage, it is an expense. And coming to the another term, loss. When there is a reduction in the assets or resources without any benefit, then it is termed as loss. Without any profit or without any benefit, if there is the decrease in the value of assets, then such decrease or the such reduction we will call it as loss. Take the example, money lost in gambling or money lost in horse race, vehicle damaged in accident, or even you can tell goods destroyed by the fire accident or goods destroyed by theft. All these are few examples for loss. You can notice without any benefit, without any profit, there is a reduction in the asset, there is the reduction in the goods. So such reduction we will term it as loss. So this is the meaning of loss. Coming to the next term, incomes. In general, we all know the meaning of income. Let us study this in the context of accountancy. Incomes refers to an amount received or receivable for sale of goods and services or for use of any rights belonging to the business. You can tell the examples: sale of goods, or the interest which we have received on investments, or the rent whatever we have earned. So all these are the examples of income. In general, in nutshell, we can tell that whatever we have received or on the sale of goods and by rendering the services, all the amount which we have received, it is termed as incomes. And coming to the another word, gain, they are just similar, they are not same. So the meaning of gain is increase in the value of an asset or the cash which we have received without incurring any liability for payment of the same is termed as gain. So it is exactly opposite of loss. Loss and gain, they are opposite words. Expenses and incomes are the opposite words. Suppose if you win some money from lottery, if you receive some money from lottery, and by speculating something, if you get some profit, then all those things are considered as gains. But if you get some money by the sale of goods, if it is not speculation, then such amount is called as incomes. So this is all about incomes and gains. The next term is expenditure. It means payment of cash or transfer of property or incurring a liability for acquiring assets, goods or services. In simple words, we can tell that whatever the amount which we spend on the purchase of assets. For example, if we want to purchase a machinery, if we spend some 10,000 rupees, then it is an expenditure. If we want to construct a building, if we spend some 30 lakhs to construct the building, then such payment of cash, we will consider it as expenditure. And the allied activities, if we pay wages to the laborers while constructing the building, then such payment or the such wages which we have paid, it is considered as an expenditure. Then the next term is revenue. It is the amount that adds to the capital. I mean, it represents the cash generated by sale of goods or by rendering few services. If we get some money by the sale of goods and by rendering the services, then we will call it as revenue. Whatever the cash generated by sale of goods and by rendering the services, it is nothing but incomes. For example, you can tell it as sale of goods, sale proceeds from the goods. If we receive some commission, if we receive some fees, then all those incomes are termed as revenue. Then coming to the next important word, profit. In general, in accountancy, you will frequently use this word profit. Exactly opposite, you may use another word, that is loss. So coming to the meaning of this word profit, it is an excess amount of revenues over the related costs of expenses. In simple, we can tell that it is the difference between total revenues and total expenses. Profit is equal to total revenues minus expenses. This is the equation. In case the expenses or the costs are more than revenues or the incomes, then the difference is treated as loss. I mean, loss is equal to total revenues are less and total expenses are more. Then the next important word is equity. This is nothing but capital. Coming to the meaning of this word, it means a claim against the assets of a business. It represents a share of interest in the assets of the business, of the owners and also of creditors. Elaborating this, it includes owner's own investment and the share of creditors in the business. So there are two types in this. First one is owner's equity and the second one is borrower's equity. Meaning of the owner's equity, it is the share of the proprietor or the owner in the business. It is called as owner's equity. Equity means it is nothing but capital. Owner's equity means it is the share of the proprietor or the owner in the business. It includes his own investment. Borrower's equity, it means it is the share of the creditors in the business. It represents the funds owed by the business to the lenders. For example, if you lend money from bank, from financial institutions, from trade creditors, from by the way of bills payable, etc. If you receive the money, if you owe the money, then such things are called as borrower's equity. We will prepare three important accounts at the end. They are also called as financial statements of a particular business. They are trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Let's learn the meaning of trading account now. It is a revenue account which contains sales and cost of goods which we have sold. It is prepared in order to calculate gross profit or gross loss. So, with an intention to calculate gross profit or gross loss, we will prepare a particular account called as trading account. In that account, just we will record the purchases and the sale of the goods, and we will show the opening stock and closing stock in a particular account made on the basis of trading operations of the business in a given period. At the end, we will ascertain the gross profit. It means the profit which still includes the indirect expenses and incomes. So the profit which includes, which contains indirect expenses and incomes before deducting the expenses and before adding the incomes, whatever the profit we ascertain, such profit, it is called as gross profit. So to calculate the gross profit or the gross loss as the case may be, so to calculate the gross profit or the gross loss, we will prepare a particular account called as trading account. And after doing the trading account, we will prepare another account called as profit and loss account. It is also a revenue account. It is prepared with an intention to calculate or to ascertain net profit or the net loss. After calculating the gross profit, we will add the incomes to that gross profit. We will deduct all the expenses and we will calculate the net profit. Whatever the profit we will get at the end after deducting all the expenses, after adding all the incomes, the profit what we get, such profit we will term it as net profit. So to calculate that net profit or the net loss as the case may be, so to ascertain that, we will prepare a particular account called as profit and loss account. It contains all the incomes and gains and expenses and losses of that year. So mathematically we can tell that net profit is equal to gross profit plus incomes minus expenses. So in this account, we will ascertain the net profit or the net loss. On the basis of that net profit and the net loss, at the end, to ascertain the financial status of the business, we will prepare a statement called as balance sheet. You all know the meaning of assets and liabilities, which we have discussed in the previous video. So in this statement, in this balance sheet, we will record all the assets and all the liabilities, and at the end we will ascertain the financial position of the business as on a specified date. So with an intention to ascertain the status of the business, financial status of the business, it means whether the business is solvent or insolvent. To decide this, we will prepare a particular statement of assets and liabilities. Such statement we will term it as balance sheet. So all these are few important words which we frequently use in accountancy. So in the next session, let us discuss about the account. What do you mean by account? How we have to prepare the particular account? What are the contents of the account? What is the format of an account? So let us discuss this in the next video. Thank you.